Okay guys, so this is just a quick video of what I got out of two printers, one business model and one other one. So I got 6 DC motors. As you can see, them 6 DC motors have a value of about £10. There's some fairly big ones in there, fairly small ones. One of the printers only had 2 and my business model one had like 4, but I haven't took it. There's one in them part bins up there. Part trays, and then we got these springs. I could have got a lot more springs, but I chose not to, seeing as I was only really after motors. That was the main thing, but I got them many springs. As you can see, there's quite a few springs in there, to be fair. I could have got literally fucking loads of springs, but I chose not to. Like I said, I got the ones that were apparently there. And then I got all of these screws. I could have got more screws yet again, but I chose not to, because half of it got bashed apart and I lost loads, and you know. I got this many gears, but I could have got a lot more of them as well, but I chose not to. Surprise, surprise there. I got 4 drive chains. These are quite handy. I mean, I don't know what I want to do with them, but they're handy for certain things. I got that many of them, so there's 4 drive chains. They're in good condition. They just come out of a... they're working printers as well. There's nothing wrong with these printers. I'd like to say that. The printers were just no good to me. I didn't have any use for them. They didn't work. The print heads were gone. And print heads for these sort of printers, I only paid like a couple of quid a printer. So there's no point in keeping the printers. I haven't just took apart new printers here. I'd like to state that. The motors though, that's the main idea of getting the printers apart. It was to get these motors here, because they're the most valuable part really. I mean, as you can see, they are really the most valuable part of any device, because they're like a motor like that. You could easily make a drill out of that sort of size motor. It's quite a decent motor. You need to get a ruler out and get the motor out in question. Yeah, so this motor's quite a beefy motor, as you can see. How many inches is it? I don't know, but we'll soon find out. So it comes to just under, well, just under 3 inches really, from there to there. Nearly 3 inches. Brilliant. I mean, this motor would easily set you back about 5 to 10 pounds. And it's a decent motor. I mean, it's a beast, really. That just needs desoldering, which will be done later. Good motor, that's all I'm saying about that. You'd easily find that in a drill, and I mean, drills are a lot more expensive, and you only get one driving motor, DC motor. So, it's quite easy, really, to go around, pick up printers on car boot sales for £1 a piece, and I want to do this in the summer. If I see any cheap printers, just buy them. Any old faulty things I want to buy, because I mean, I can dispose of the garbage, and I can get a lot of parts. As you can see, that took me about an hour to get all these bits. And I got all that as well. I got a sheet of glass, real glass, and I got an LED as a motor in there. So there's another motor. I got loads of different bits out of there. I didn't get that big fan out of there, but that's pretty much all I got. So it's well worth your time, really, just to take apart anything you may not need, due to, you know, so you can rescue bits from it. As you can see, they're the bits that I value out of the printer. You might have different values. I mean, it depends on what the user wants, the person taking it apart would want. And, sorry, I had a vape. But yeah, it's about what the user really wants, and what you're looking for your workshop, and that's really all it comes down to. If you want springs, you want springs. Buy stuff with a lot of springs in, do your research. But all these things come in use in a workshop. And that's the main point of this video. Recycle, reduce, and farewell, guys. Peace.